deserve to be, and they deserve to have like the majority of the votes in any betting situation, but nothing like 80-20. That's like that's way out. So I don't know. There's gonna potentially be some disappointed people. If I had to bet on this game, which I didn't manage to do, I would definitely bet for Na'Vi.
Well, let's see how things break down here already. Don't think it's going to be a big deal, whoever comes out ahead on this knife round, just to get to pick which side they start on. Both of these teams very comfortable on each side. They both have very clever strats going into it. So, T side, right, Na'Vi, definitely very solid, slow pace kind of game. Fnatic, they can play a slow pace, but we also know them for the very explosive rush rounds towards the B site. So this is really sick. Whichever side they end up on, it's going to be good. And it looks like it's going to be Fnatic starting off on the aggressive side, on the T side, with Na'Vi playing defense here.
Exactly right. So big welcome here to ESWC. We're still on the first day, and it's still group stage. We still have Group C and D tomorrow. So hope you guys are going to join us for all of that too. I think we still have one more game after this one even, which should be like Cloud9 versus
LDLC.
Yeah,
should be.
That's going to be an interesting game too. Remember to follow us on Twitter, of course. That's OnFireSemmler, OnFireAnswers. If you're a Twitter user, then you can keep up with what we're doing, and we'll try and tweet and post some pictures and stuff like that later on. Yeah, Fnatic though. I mean, as we said, both these teams coming into this game with a perfect 4-0 record in their group.
Exactly. This is so good. Okay, now it's the battle of the Giants, the Titans, and now look at Fnatic. I know, they're going for it. This is it. Now, Na'Vi, do they recognize this fast enough? This is going to be so important here. They've got two guys holding solid on the B site, one guy looking towards the B apartments. But Fnatic, they've done this strat so many times.
My God, Zeus has to become up big here. This is all on him. Or Edward can't do a thing if Zeus goes down. He's hiding in the corner. He's letting them by. This is the ultimate ninja play. They're just walking in, and he misses a lot of shots. What's happening? Edward's going to help him out, but he walks right into olofmiester. That could have been much more clean. Now Edward's going to come out. Great headshot on pronax. This is not done yet. Edward's going to go down, though, and it's still a 2-on-3. They haven't put the bomb down. flusha looking to equalize. He's going to go down, leaving olofmiester alone. 1-on-3 without the bomb. So now V, it looks like they may have made this work anyway, and winning the pistol round, well, does make a big difference here.
This is now going to set it up perfect already. olofmiester getting tagged down to 2 HP, but it really does show that Na'Vi, they prepared for this. With Seized up in that corner, looking into the wall as well to avoid the initial flashes that could be thrown, Na'Vi definitely knew that this was a real risk, that Fnatic would go for all-out aggression on the B site behind some flashes and some smokes. olofmiester does manage to bring it back to a 1v2 here, but he's only got 2 HP. So this is going to be incredibly difficult for him here, and he is going to get flanked by Zeus, who is waiting on the balcony. So Na'Vi will secure the pistol round here on Mirage. Strong start for them, especially considering they're playing on the CT side here.
Yeah, and they even deny the bomb plant, which is very, very important for them, obviously. So no surprise, Fnatic are going to buy it with armor and everything else. What's really crazy about that round is that the Seized actually did pretty poorly in that position. He did a great job not shooting anyone and really staying hidden, but when it came to killing KriMz, that should have been a very fast kill.
Especially since KriMz didn't even turn up to see him there. That was really awkward, really odd. But Fnatic currently making it look like it's going to be a B rush, and they've sold Na'Vi so hard on this. But it's just that Fnatic are taking so long now to rotate back and start the pressure here on A. They have not fully committed, and they're going to catch JW, who was boosted up into CPL. Now Guardian in position to stop flusha from making it through connector, and this is all coming together here for Na'Vi. They're going to be able to stop this plan. There isn't a whole lot that Fnatic can hope to get done now.
Oh, and that's such a shame, because you're right, they had sold that so well. If they'd pushed 5 seconds earlier, they would have got in with the bomb down, and it would have been kind of a nice round. Edward does kill starix, so that's the only loss that Na'Vi suffer this round. There's a bit of a team-friendly fire incident there, which is not cool, but luckily you no longer get penalized. Earlier in Counter-Strike in Global Offensive, you got minus 3,300. This time we're down to 300. So that's really, really important. So
it means that it's not the end of... I mean, it's bad enough losing a member and having to rebuy the gear. 3,000 was a bit much. 3,300 was a bit much. But yeah. Na'Vi again, look at this. Na'Vi again favoring that B start. Just in case Fnatic decide to go for that B play that we've been seeing so often from them. It's really cool now to see Na'Vi already adjusting up their strats to play versus Fnatic. They know they wouldn't normally stack so many people on the B site, but pronax catches Guardian jumping, and now Zeus just madly spraying, runs out of bullets, has to be careful here. Gonna look for the shot. They're just jumping with the burst fire, and KriMz, they can't seem to get him.
Edward has to come in and help out, and they just kept jumping to try and get down Zeus. I'm thinking Guardian couldn't have had any head armor in this one, because he's asking for his burst. He can't possibly have bursted and hit all 3 burst shots.
3 headshots.
No. No, that can't be true. That's a 1 in 100 million chance for that to happen. Somebody go back right now and find that. That's almost impossible.
No.
Someone has to go, like, pronax has got to go and buy a lottery ticket. If luck worked in that way, then it would be great. But that may be one of the most incredible coincidences we've seen so far in this game.
Triple jump, burst fire, headshot, Glock, yeah. Still, that is excellent. Now,
you guys can't see the chat, but yeah, they were asking about how much damage was done, and Guardian replied with triple headshot.
Is it legit for Guardian, though, or did Guardian mishear that as well? Maybe you're getting your hopes up there, Anders.
I want to believe that I am. The chances that can happen is so rare.
That's why you burst. But that's also why you don't burst, because really bursting doesn't often work.
Yeah, pronax just used that 1 in 100 million, times.
So now we're going to get it again.
Now we're going to need like a lot of burst fires to miss for the stats to work out here.
See, I bet you wish you took this bet now. Because
No.
Fnatic just used up all their luck in like one shot.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Now let's see how things develop here, because Fnatic have currently suffered losses. They're down a man. They're gathering up for an A play. Somewhat limited on the nades, though, and a lot of it was going to hinge on flusha managing to pick up a kill there in connector. That's not going to happen, and Na'Vi now have a 2-man lead going into this hold.
Yeah, looking very good here for Na'Vi. Fnatic really a little bit slow and taking a lot of fights all on their own. KriMz will come up with a good headshot, though. pronax is looking for a little bit more, but he's going to be alone. And Guardian, you hear the thunder of that AWP, and you know that your team is about to have a bad time. He only picks up 1 kill in this round, but the fact that the AWP survives and Fnatic won't win it means they're going to have to eco. They didn't get the bomb down either, so this is a pretty good start for Na'Vi, and it illustrates a little bit of what we were talking about earlier, that Na'Vi really is an incredible team on Mirage.
They are. This is definitely, there's no arguing that this is definitely one of their best maps. And this is why we can see it. I mean, they are just looking so solid. But yeah, it is going to be the rush straight up here. Fnatic looking to end this eco as quickly as possible. Just going to be chain flashes, and hopefully for them, they're going to be able to get out onto the site. But there are people here, 4 people now for Na'Vi, and they should be able to crush this. Flat, pronax, and olofmiester do find 2 shots.
Yeah. They put up a Molotov, and Fnatic just did not care about that at all. If only they could get the bomb down here, that'd be such a good move from Fnatic. And, well, pronax is going to go, and flusha was crouched for a second to try and plant the bomb, but obviously that time has come and gone, and it's going to be Guardian picking up the double kill to end it with 5-0. And into the 6th round. Okay, so to take a bit of a perspective here, this is a CT-sided map. Fnatic probably don't need more than 5 or 6 rounds on the first half. 5, maybe a little bit on low end, 6, and they're feeling pretty comfortable. So it's not out of control yet, and especially now that they have JW with this AWP, a lot can change.
Exactly. Now we're going to look to him, and he gets up into A apartments, but they get that smoke down, so he's pretty much rendered ineffective up here. Has to change up, and he's not going to be too pleased about wasting the time. Flash in, and starix does not peek far enough. olofmiester has to be counting his lucky stars. That's the biggest surprise of starix's life. He could have swore he just cleared that area.
JW goes down. He walks right into Zeus's headshot. That's a fantastic double kill here. And now, in spite of that, you're right, that really fortunate opening for olofmiester, it works out against Fnatic anyway. If nothing else, they need to start doing a lot more damage to Na'Vi, and they need to get some bomb plants here so they can have more buy rounds than they're currently having.
The crossfire setup here at connector, and pronax is going to pick up Zeus, who is trying to peek in. There's still a man lurking on the other side, though. That's Edward right around the corner. Flash goes in, Edward turns away, but pronax just holding. He's waiting for his teammates to get into position to act. There's still 45 seconds on this clock, so it's not go time quite yet here for Fnatic. They can take their time trying to set this up. And there you go. Patience rewarded, or not. Or not. How does pronax get that kill?
He flicked so quick, and Edward wasn't falling asleep. He was hoping more Fnatic members would walk in so he could just get a lot of kills instead of the 1. And that backfired horribly. This just gave Fnatic their first round. They're in the wrong bomb site. Bomb's going to go down. They're a man down as well. And actually, to lose a round like that, I mean, now we got to be careful they don't let that get to them, because you can bet you Edward, I mean, if nothing else, he should have had the 1 kill.
He's sick right now. He's sick to his stomach, pretty much. They're going to be pushing out on short as well. KriMz is here. Nice acrobatic jump, but KriMz heard that. Sees he's going to walk into the headshot, and now Guardian with that AWP looks out on short, picks off KriMz. Lightning fast reflexes from Guardian, but of course, that comes as no surprise. One of the best offers in the world. Going toe-to-toe with JW. I mean, that's always why it's so much fun to watch Na'Vi as well. You just have these stellar offers on both teams. It's going to be Na'Vi holding onto the gun. Guardian going to be able to make it through, and flusha and pronax holding onto the 2 AKs. But that is it. Fnatic are now on the board, and pronax finds JW's AWP in the nick of time. That's such a huge save. They wouldn't have been able to afford buying him a new one.
Zeus and Edward obviously playing really well at the moment at 7 and 8 kills. flusha and JW at 0 kills both is definitely a really big deal. They're both heading for the James Bond score at this point. If they just die a little bit more. So that is actually a pretty big deal here on the Fnatic side. They need everyone to start firing up.
And this is a very cool play here from Na'Vi. 3 lines. They've got Guardian on oversight. He's the eye in the sky. And then Zeus is going to try and get flashed into underpass. Luckily, Edward manages to double spray. flusha and KriMz down. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. But that's all Edward. He just put Na'Vi back in this round. That was way too close.
Oh, and that's a free kill on JW. Guardian. Almost like he was out walking in the forest and he just sees a stag in the clear light, just a clearing in that woods, and that's such an easy kill. Same goes for olofmiester, going to be walking in on starix, and now we're back into a 2-on-2. But Guardian is still here, still covering the crossover. That flashbang is going to allow olofmiester to get in, but he doesn't have the bomb. It's pronax that has to try and get his way over. Molotov to follow it up, and Olof is up there. He's going to get a great headshot in. Fnatic looking to see if they can get the second round, but the bomb carrier gets killed. olofmiester has to go and pick it up, and now seized. We have not seen too much from him in the first 7 rounds here, but let's see if he can actually win this against Olof.
That smoke is still holding as well. olofmiester is going to be able to get into a decent position to hold seized off. Bomb planted for Olof, and does Olof actually go for like the biggest fake? No, he just barely gets around that corner, and he gets his rifle around as well. So seized, not sure if he spotted the butt. He has to come and check. olofmiester lurking, and olofmiester gets the kill. Fnatic will take 2 rounds in a row, and that is a huge win for them. It's going to take a big bite out of Na'Vi's money right now.
Definitely right. Very, very fortunate for Fnatic. They needed that round, and well, olofmiester ends up with a triple and gives it to them. It's interesting to see that Fnatic are picking up rounds again, in spite of the fact that flusha and JW just aren't killing anybody. So this is almost, I mean, it isn't quite, but it feels like Fnatic are almost fighting 3-on-5 and still doing reasonably well against Na'Vi, which is interesting.
olofmiester, man, all day long throughout this group phase, he has been doing massive work for Fnatic, and that's also the power of Fnatic. They have so much talent on this team. If one of them lags behind, the others can be there to pick up the slack, and JW has been boosted up. He's going to get caught by Edward from Whorehouse, though, and that's going to give Na'Vi that entry frag once again.
Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't that long ago that we were seeing threads about olofmiester calling him an onliner and everything else, so
yeah,
I guess we're going to see different threads now. Seized wants to flash himself through underhand flash. I think he's actually still just waiting in the corner. It looked like he wanted to go through there. Maybe he bumped into a wall or something. pronax is right around the edge. He's actually walked past seized.
He walked around seized.
Oh, and again, just like in the pistol round, seized. When the smoke going to go gone, he has to look behind him. He has no idea, and pronax is going to pick up the kill. That worked against him somehow. Zeus dropping very low as well, but Guardian is there with the first opening shot. flusha dropping a little bit low here. They need to get the bomb down, but Guardian cannot be stopped. He picks up another kill, and now it's down to flusha. 1-on-2, has to clutch it again. Fnatic, they're really, really having issues.
And there's no rush here for Guardian. Guardian does not have to play aggressively here. flusha.
Oh,
Are you kidding me, flusha?
This is so intelligent. No one's going to check here. He's waiting. He wants to know where starix is. flusha is playing a masterful game. This is the absolute highest level of Counter-Strike right now. Beautiful, beautiful round from flusha. He deserves to get this. He's going to walk out. Guardian has no idea there's the kill. They've wasted so much time. flusha, he may have just done it, but he's going to go down. There's no time. He did it anyway. Such intelligent play here from the Swedish player. That is why flusha is a world-class player.
flusha heard you talking smack, Anders. He decided to settle it once and for all. You do not question flusha. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have any frags on the board. When he gets them, holy hell.
Well, I wasn't talking smack. He really did have 0 kills, as does JW.
Yeah.
So,
But again,
yeah, he redeems himself a little bit there.
Incredible. Just incredible. That's flusha, and that is why we have the hashtag #JustFlushaThings.
There is, yeah, we did popularize that at some point. There's a reason for it.
Man,
look at Zeus walking up here. He could walk into the whole team. He looks the wrong way, and JW's going to start off with his first frag of the game for himself here. And Fnatic have, in spite of really, really stacked odds, somehow managed to land 3 rounds in a row. All of them have been incredibly close, and they've just managed to edge their way in. So that's got to be really sort of annoying Na'Vi as well now.
Absolutely. This could potentially start to put Na'Vi on tilt. Fnatic have really found their way back into this. 1 point of damage from that shot onto olofmiester. That's going to be a bit odd, but it looks like it's going to be the double scout, double hold here for Na'Vi. They absolutely need to land the shots, and starix is doing his best to stay alive, but he gets sprayed down by pronax, and Fnatic are going to speed up and take this A site. The smokes are down, although they aren't into CT. Doesn't stop Edward, or rather olofmiester, from getting a headshot on Edward. And that sets it up perfect for Fnatic.
Just 2 scouts left, and I really want them to save these, because obviously Na'Vi are going to be ecoing. I mean, Fnatic have a really good shot of actually just equalizing the score here. So in spite of a pretty bad start, now they're right back in the game. Look at all the damage being dealt here to Fnatic. I mean, everybody's under 50 health, and no one's died. That's actually incredibly rare.
They've all been tagged down by the scouts. What is going on? Well, what is happening here is that Fnatic, this is one round where they're actually going to be able to build some money, build some bank. And this is also the round where they finally crack Na'Vi and force them to stay to pistols. And this is now where everything can turn around here. Fnatic, they had a bumpy start to this half. But slowly but surely, we're about to get 5-5 here unless something huge happens for Na'Vi. And Fnatic could very well come out ahead in this half, which is absolutely insane.
There's so many rounds that now, I mean...
Not a big fan of Fnatic actually spreading out this thinly, though, just because Na'Vi, look at Na'Vi, you know, wherever they pushed with 2 guys. So they should be able to pick up frags and then pick up rifles, and that's the important bit here. That's the whole point for Na'Vi is to set it up so they can get guns to use against Fnatic.
Yeah, gotta be a little bit careful. Zeus actually not taking the initiative here, which is a little bit weird. I thought he would have been eager to try and fight pronax. Now they're going to be pushing in all at the same time, so they really do group up eventually. JW will go down. That's a good shot from Guardian. Need a little bit more here, though. starix up in the apartments is obviously going to be a key player. If he can walk out at the right time and get a kill, especially on the guy planting the bomb, that would be big. But KriMz sees it coming. He gets a shot to the face, and it's just not enough with a pistol. Seized, stolen the rifle here, looking to see if he can take flusha, and coming up from behind, maybe they can get an easy kill on KriMz anyway.
Edward is going to slow walk it. flusha finds Seized. That's the rifle down here, but Edward could be the game changer. 1v3, now he's lost the advantage, the pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a frag, but they know exactly where he is now at this point, and it's just going to be grab the rifle and save it. Really smart play here by Edward. Get what you can out of a round rather than just running in and dying.
Bit of a shame that they ended up missing their timing window, but they couldn't really know it at the same time. So yeah, they get the most out of it. And from an anti-eco point of view, or from an eco point of view from Na'Vi, this is really a big success. Kill 3 people, steal an AK as well. They definitely did a good job. It just looked like they could have got maybe even more out of that round. But now they need to stop Fnatic. Like I said earlier, I think Fnatic are going to be fine at 5 rounds. I think if they get 6 rounds, they feel really comfortable. More than that, and it's really scary for Na'Vi.
That could have been a bit cleaner for Fnatic. The one thing, you know, losing so many members like that really takes a toll on the money that they were starting to build up. So that's going to rough them up a little bit here. Guardian, however, is going to get tagged in the middle, so that's not going to help things here. He doesn't manage to get too much out of that, apart from, okay, there's an op in mid, but then the smoke goes up, and after that, he's not too useful in that position.
Pretty nice grenade that bounces right down there, but he can't see olofmiester here. The smoke is just a little bit too thick. Sees, though, is going to pick up the first kill. So that's nice all the way over at the B apartments.
Yeah, and Guardian, fun to watch him there. He was playing a bit of that old Pasha position. And now, KriMz, underpass. Does Zeus dare go for the jump? That's exactly what KriMz is waiting for in that position. Somebody to get greedy, trying to get that information. But it looks like Fnatic are gearing up for a B play again, perhaps. They've got 2 guys up in B apartments. The bomb is about to make its way there as well.
And an audio fake from Seized. He wanted that flashbang to sound like it was from inside the bomb site and not this close. And almost dead. I think KriMz just saw the edge of him, so that's actually a pretty important kill coming in. Edward just scrambling to get close enough, and he's making a lot of noise. They must know exactly where he is. And they're still going to line up. Edward takes the 1, ducks down, does a double kill. Doesn't have any more bullets left, so olofmiester is finally going to get him down. And now flusha, 1-on-3 here. Maybe finally Na'Vi can pick up a little bit. flusha is going to miss a couple of shots, and that will be it. Na'Vi will pick up a 6th round, which they desperately needed.
Yeah, this is them starting to bounce back now, though. Fnatic do have the money to buy, but that was so clever. And you're right, man. They Seized, definitely trying to make it sound like that was a nade that was from elsewhere. What was incredibly sick about that is that if he had an AK, he killed KriMz there. He landed the shot first. He got the headshot first. So that's just sick reactions there from Seized. But also very well played. Edward, no idea how he got below them like that without them realizing that, okay, he could be camping. To have 2 guys looking at the same area, essentially kitchen, is a bit of a mistake on Fnatic's part.
And I mean, he was making a lot of noise running in there as well, Edward, so I thought they would be able to hear him running. Is this going to be like the most exceptional fake of all time? Are they really going to try and...
This is a mouse sports fake.
Yeah, it actually is like almost like mouse sports level. Yeah, I mean, they could throw the smokes and run back and just hope. I mean, Na'Vi right now, it's got nobody except for maybe Guardian covering this bomb site. And because of it, they're going to probably think they're right. They're going to be like, sweet, this is going to be an A push. Let's all rotate. Everything right now is signaling. They're counting the smokes. They know at least 3 smokes have been thrown. Oh, Seized in the corner. Zeus picking up a kill as well. Fnatic, this should be way more effective. starix goes down. Yes, they're going to get... No! flusha isn't even moving yet. What did we just witness?
They're only just now starting to move, and the thing is that Na'Vi haven't even seen the bomb yet, and if they don't see the bomb, they don't rotate off a site. Basic play. Guardian, however, he's alive on short, so he's going to be listening for any movement up in apartments. He can hear it through underpass, through apartments. That is all info that Guardian can give. And they're already going to get a guy back on the site. So the opportunity, it's been missed. Fnatic, though, not giving up yet. olofmiester, sick double kill there. And that's going to definitely throw Na'Vi for a bit of a loop, especially since flusha is now striking. Guardian still waiting on short, though. He baits out the shot. flusha with the fancy footwork.
He gets the jump past here. It's down into a 1-on-2. flusha, he's going to have to be alone here. He puts down the bomb, which is very important. They need the money if they lose this round anyway. They want to have as many buy rounds as they can on the last couple here. And he's going to take down Guardian, who doesn't wait for starix to show up, which is definitely a mistake now. starix is going to be in here, and flusha taking the spray. He's not going to win the battle. He's on 1 health. You've got to be kidding me. That's going to be triples for starix. flusha could have and maybe should have won that. And he's asking for the health. You guys, again, can't see the chat. He's asking health. And Seized the net will reply with 1 and 1, and flusha says something we can't translate on stream because that's going to be bad. But it's 7-5, 13th round in. Fnatic has to eco. Na'Vi should be counting their lucky stars right now.
And they have just bought a breath of fresh air as well, seeing as how Fnatic are going to be forced to go for a pistol here. So this is just Na'Vi. They should be able to pick up 8 rounds, although Fnatic are going for that patented B rush, and this time around, Seized is not in the best position. He still somehow finds a headshot, and he's still alive. Double kill, in fact, from Seized. Incredible, and now it's just the Seized show. 3 kills, 2 kills coming in from Edward, but that was a magnificent hold there. For sure, I thought Seized was going to get overrun.
Yeah, and he was in a bad position for it. So I'm actually kind of astonished that that worked out as well as it did. It's going to be 8-5, and the 14th round is coming up any second now. See if Fnatic, are they feeling adventurous? Do they want to go for like an actual smoke round this time into the A-bomb site? They haven't done that too much. I mean, maybe it would be about time. They already got some people in the middle, so suggest maybe they're going to try and crunch into the A-bomb site. Yeah,
it's looking like it's going to be basically the pincer up connector, up a pit, and there's the entry frag from JW. Edward goes pushing through the smoke. He's not going to get it. KriMz manages to get him. Seized, however, is stepping in, and Seized playing from get right. He's going to get 3, and this is huge. That just completely grinds Fnatic's push to a halt. It's all down to pronax now. 1v2. He's looking for Seized, but they seem to have an idea of where he's coming from. Guardian going to get flashed in, but does not take advantage. He decides to wait a little bit and savor the moment before ending pronax and putting Na'Vi on 9 rounds.
Yeah. Pretending the AWP is a shotgun and just doing it point-blank range. That's going to put Fnatic in a position where here in the 15th round, the last of the first half, they end up with 3 AKs, 2 Galils, and only 2 smoke grenades. So what is the plan if you're on this Fnatic team? They are sort of rushing over. I don't think it's going to be a rush this time necessarily. Imagine that, yeah, they're just going to slow it down. That makes a lot more sense. You can still do a late rush if you want to. Oh.
That was close. That was really close. And Guardian is going to find the pick on olofmiester top mid. olofmiester is supposed to be getting the info.
Can you do this pop flash? And then jump. He spots a couple of people. He's not going to be quick enough, though. A nice idea by Seized. Edward with a good headshot. They still need to start rotating in here. I think Fnatic are finally going to get the bomb down. The difference between 5 and 6 rounds right now is really big for Fnatic.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. 6 rounds is definitely workable. KriMz is going to spot out Edward on short. They don't have any more nades here. However, Fnatic, it's all going to come down to the guns. And Zeus is going to show that they have one, too. Headshot there. KriMz will pick up starix. However, he spots out Guardian as well. Goes for the spray. Guardian just barely lives. 8 HP on him. But it's a 2-on-3 hold, and Fnatic are still here. Zeus will take out JW, and KriMz follows suit. They have the kit, they have the time, and Na'Vi will end this 10-5. Excellent work from Na'Vi, from both teams.
Definitely, this is workable. Fnatic have definitely still in this game, but what Guardian managed to accomplish being alive down here was that his teammates could sneak in from behind and actually get all the way up to the truck. So, I mean, yeah, he missed a bunch of shots, but if he had died, like, on the second peak, then all of a sudden Edward and Zeus trying to rotate in would have had to actually fight Fnatic instead of just walking in scot clean like that. So that makes a pretty big difference. Zeus with the triple at the end, and it's actually Edward top fragging with 19 kills, doing a A very fine job indeed.
Not something we see too often either. Edward sitting at the top of the scoreboard. Olofmeister, where is Olofmeister right now? He's sitting at the top for Fnatic. So really, two guys that we don't actually see top frag too much for their teams are the ones doing a lot of the work, getting the kills. But now we swap sides. Na'Vi now going to be going for their pistol round, and it's going to be the swarm up mid. KriMz might very well get overrun here. He spots 3 guys go, jumping past, and this could be now Fnatic trying to crunch in on short.
Oh, JW thought he had backup from flusha, but together they couldn't land a shot. Now they're rushing into the A bomb site here. Olofmeister's the only one covering currently. The bomb is going to be planted, and Olofmeister heard that. It's a great shot on Zeus, though. He has to do a little bit more. Backup is obviously coming in, but they've left starix over here. That's obviously a very big deal. He could just stop the rotation, and he picks up the one, and he's still alive. starix doing a fantastic job right here. He's going to go down to flusha. Still has bought a lot of time for his team. Olofmeister doing a little bit more. It's still a 2-on-3. They could still do this. Guardian and Edward are alive. The bomb is ticking away inside. They have the kit on KriMz, but they need to get these kills. And the bomb is planted for Edward. He's going to pick up the first one and the second one, and that's a triple for the top fragger at 22 kills. And Edward does it.
There we have it. That is it. Na'Vi going to run away with this match at this point. Fnatic, they need some magic here. Olofmeister, though, breathtaking shots with the pistol. Just doing such good work for Fnatic, holding from CT like that. But there's only so much one man can do. At the end of it, we need JW to be stepping up. We need the other members here to really be getting into this fight. Oh. Fnatic, they're going to go for a force buy here, but it's not JW with the scout. It's going to be KriMz instead.
Those are going to be the next onliner threads, because JW's at 2 kills. And I mean, the rest of this tournament, he's been playing really well. So apparently he's just had hit like a personal low level here, and that's obviously not very good. starix and C's making their way into the bomb site. JW is going to run right into Zeus, but he's just looking the wrong way, timing off by just a second then. KriMz will pick off 1 kill, but the bomb is going to go down. And we are looking at Na'Vi potentially making their way to 13-5.
Yeah, and this is the smart move here by Fnatic as well, setting up for exits with Olofmeister, but KriMz is looking to hold on to that scout. So hold on to the gear. You know you're going for another round of eco in the next one. If you can have the scout to play with, that's going to be real solid here for the Swedes. So KriMz making the right call, only to get caught out in the open by Seized. And now Olofmeister, does he manage to catch anybody here? And it doesn't look like it. Edward, I mean, basically Na'Vi is going to know, okay, well, this could be the safe path to go. Straight into mid. Don't give him any opportunities.
Yeah, so only Guardian going down.
And that was the shot by KriMz? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Still, oh man, it's going to be 13-5, 13-5. I mean, Fnatic are capable. First buy round is going to be incredibly important. That's pretty much it. Like, 19th round might well settle this whole first seed for the group.
You can actually, I mean, you can lock down the CT side of this map and just win a whole, you can win 10 rounds in a row on this map, essentially. It's kind of tricky, and it involves making, like, you can't just have, like, one solid setup. You need to switch up the setup a lot so that you keep defending in different ways. And Fnatic are actually a team that are notoriously quite good at doing that. So, I mean, yeah, we can't count them out just yet.
Well, they're just kind of catching Na'Vi lurking right now, Fnatic. I'm surprised that Na'Vi are the ones spread out so far, because Zeus at this range, KriMz could be lethal with the P250. And then that's a free rifle for Fnatic to work with. He's still hanging around here as well, but yeah, exactly, of course. In the meantime, Na'Vi are sneaking their way out. Zeus is doing a great job just drawing Fnatic's attention. Na'Vi going to get the plant on the B site, pretty much uncontested.
And Zeus wants to run away, and it actually looks like he's going to make it out of there clean as well. So
they need to cut him off. They need to get up there fast, flusha. Do not let Zeus get out of here scot-free. This rifle has to be the gift that makes up for you allowing that plant to go through.
Yeah, and it feels like it is going to be that. There's too many people here, and that will be the kill. But still not a bad exchange from Na'Vi's point of view.
I mean, Olofmeister, it was basically like Olofmeister and flusha need to stay alive. And they're going to do that. Okay, Na'Vi, now Fnatic, no reason to go out. But now this is when it gets real. This is when it gets really interesting. Okay. So, Fnatic, no AWP.
Yeah.
No AWP picked up for JW or Olofmeister. Interesting.
But there is one for Guardian. And I would say this is a mistake from Fnatic's point of view.
Why wouldn't they go for an AWP?
Especially on the CT side of this map. It is actually a really, really important tool for them to have. JW didn't go for any kind of body blocking with the smoke here. He's going to take the fight. Then actually the smoke doesn't work, so mistake on Na'Vi's part, and that's going to cost them the early frag here. Edward goes down. Yeah, simple mistake to make.
Exactly. Guardian not quite getting that angle. JW playing it very well, but that's still dangerous. I mean, JW can't afford to re-peek right now. Guardian is still camping out top mid. He's just itching for JW to peek so he can bring this back to a 4-on-4. But Na'Vi very clear here. Their strat is all about just getting control on this map. They've left the bomb all the way back in T-spawn, so they're not going for any kind of early aggression here. They really just want to set up, figure out how Fnatic are holding, and then apply that knowledge for a take. But it is looking like it's going to be a collapse onto A here fairly soon. Guardian heading back up to pick up that bomb, and Na'Vi now converging.
Oh, Zeus is going to pick up a good entry back here. That returns it a little bit. starix is very low on health, though. KriMz is going to charge right through, and he goes down. Oh, and olofmiester is going to be dropped as well. JW, now he really has to earn his paycheck here. He's going to pick up the first one. Needs to do a little bit more. He's going to get a double kill, a triple, in fact. So, I mean, this time he did everything he could to try and win it, but it's still going to be a one-on-one. It's Captain Pronax versus Guardian, and Guardian with the AWP is just a little bit too much to handle, and that's a 14th round for Na'Vi. Right now, Na'Vi aren't just winning, they're crushing Fnatic.
Exactly. They and in those clutch situations as well, they're really surprised that Pronax decided to run up the stairs and expose himself, especially when he knew that Guardian was the last man alive. I mean, of course, you're just thinking, okay, one guy, but of course, if you know it's that AWP, you know the bomb is dropped out in the open. Bit odd there, but that's definitely going to cost Fnatic. They're going to go for a force buy here, of course, because they play to win. So this is going to be Fnatic just trying to stop Na'Vi cold, but Na'Vi have all the tools necessary, and once again, they're getting control of mid without Fnatic really being able to do too much about it. This could very well just completely spin out onto another A play here for Na'Vi.
Flusha missing an opportunity that could have even been a double. KriMz is going to go down right at the angle with the CZ 75. There's a good shot from olofmiester, who definitely has been playing well on this map too, but he can't do it all on his own at this point. He's going to look for another one, but it won't happen. He just picked up that rifle, and that is a match and map point here. Na'Vi 1 round away from making it out first in this group.
This is it, all the line, and again, force buy coming out from Fnatic. Fnatic just getting picked up. That's the long and short of it, essentially. You know, taking duels, but then not winning those duels, that is going to cost you in the long run. And peeking out on short like that, also losing the man in connector so early, it just cost Fnatic. It makes it, or the man in pit, rather, KriMz trying to push forward. Those are 2 kills that Fnatic absolutely at all costs have to win.
Aggressive attempt here from Fnatic. They do already headshot Zeus, but he's going to get one in return anyway, and then he finally gets taken down, but that still loses from the B bomb side here. Pronax the only one defending against everybody coming in, and Edward will easily spray him down. So now it's going to be a bomb plant and a 4-on-3 retake, and retaking B is actually a lot more tricky than it seems.
There's so many angles to watch, and they're up in the apartments as well. This is going to be ideal for Na'Vi. starix and Guardian picking up 2 frags. JW, the last man alive, he gets dropped by Seized, and Na'Vi railroad Fnatic here on Mirage. 16-5 the score, and Na'Vi just nigh perfect.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, 10-5. And then they do not allow Fnatic to pick up a single round on their CT half. That's incredible.
This is the Na'Vi that we used to see when they were the absolute best in the world. So, I mean, maybe they haven't forgotten everything about how